Hello, my friends. I would ask that you take a nice breath and a big sigh. The breathing. Come back to normal. Eyes opening. Remember my buddy? Yeah, I'm glad to see him. And actually, to be honest with you, my buddy is always with me. And again, I really encourage people to be aware of their totem animals. An animal that has been had a lot of meaning to you throughout your life. Lions always had a lot of meaning for me. Butterflies have always had a lot of meaning for me. What is your totem animal? So I just want to encourage that first off. But secondarily, hey, this is day 34. We only have 6 more days of our 40-day practice. And so I really, excuse me, I really want to encourage you to kind of fire it up, add a little heat to your practice in this last 6 days. And I'm also asking you to be aware of what you're serving. What is it that you serve? I think it's really important to understand what you are in deepest service to. And and it's really important in understanding what you serve. I think it's really important to understand the word master or mastery. What does the word master mean? For me, it has complex meanings. As an African American, I'm sure you can understand. There's some things about that word that don't fit for me, that don't flow for me, and I actually think that it has had a big influence in the way that my own consciousness developed. I have this thing about the cult of personality. I'm not interested in that kind of connection, not for myself or others to have it with me. I see the cult of personality as a dangerous thing. It's dangerous for any sort of leadership. Any sort of leadership that becomes based on one individual rather than based on what the individual is truly in service of. So, what does the word master mean to you? You can have a master, for instance, teachers, um, meditation teachers, Buddhist teachers, Christian teachers. You know, one of my favorite books is called The Master Speaks. It's by Joel Goldsmith, and it's about Jesus. Jesus was considered to be the master. So if you have a master in this kind of way, it's an honor to be able to serve that master. In that service of that kind of master, you're really in service of yourself. If you have an illuminated teacher and they are giving you suggestions, that's not done to aggrandize themselves. It's done to allow you to be in contact with your own brilliance. So this is one kind of master. In this kind of master, you might you know go to a place and seek to be in that connection. It's an honor because you are put in a position where you get to be taught the realities of what it means to be in life. There's another kind of master, a master that is dictatorial, a master that is um, that we find, for instance, in terms like slavery, a slave master. No one wants to be with a master like that. This is a master who steals what you have. They're not there to serve you. A true master is there to serve you as you serve the master. This kind of master is an aggrandizement of ego, of separateness. So it's important to understand what it is that you serve. If you serve a relationship to elements like kindness and compassion and joy, elements like positive indifference, you're not serving a specific ego, you're serving a light beyond that individual, as opposed to being so focused on this person and doing everything about this person or setting your whole agenda based on that person. To me, I subscribe to the idea that the Sufis have talked about, is that God is closer to you than your jugular vein, which means that no individual can be in between you and your meaning for being here. This is my perception. And so I'm asking you what you serve. Be clear about what you serve. What is it that you serve? I'd say this consistently. I serve kindness. I serve compassion. I serve joy, which is really a sense of being on mission, and positive indifference. Positive indifference gives us the wherewithal that no matter what happens in this upcoming election, we're going to make the best of it and we're going to eventually get to where we need to be. What is it you serve? What are the qualities that you serve? Be aware of that when you objectify, you end up creating the cult of personality. So in this last 6 days, consider being more clear of what you're in service of. Let's really enjoy our lives in this next 6 days. Let's live with joy. I'm going to ring the bell. Listen carefully. So, to me, we need to become simple. We need to make things as simple as we can. And when you make it simple, what it is that you serve. So, for instance, when I say I serve kindness, this is a great litmus test. If I'm flipping someone off, I have to say, "Ooh, maybe that's not kindness." I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you. For in kindness we serve each other. Namaste. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.